Fortnite X Pokémon has been teased, which isn't a surprise considering since the start of Chapter 3 Season 1, over 52% of the item shop cosmetics have been crossovers. Over the climb of Fortnite's popularity since even the start of Chapter 2, collaborations have only got more consistent. In today's video, for that reason, we're going to be covering a ton of collabs that Epic Games either have planned, teased right in front of our eyes, or either are in-game subliminally right now, which of course, as you can see by the title and the thumbnail, may include some free rewards surrounding the biggest media franchise of all time, Pokemon. If there's one video you stick around until the end of today, make sure it's this one, as we're going to be going over a lot in such a short space of time. And one favour I ask of you guys the next time you log onto Fortnite to do, as it literally takes 2 seconds and is 100% free, is entering my creator code FM1 inside the Fortnite item shop. You guys already know this not only puts a giant smile on my face, but cheers up my pug Gus too, who's been kinda sad about the fact he knows that 70% of all eyes watching right now are not subscribed. With that said, hit the big red button right now, as we're on our final push to 2.5 million or 2.5 million subscribers, and after all, it only benefits you, as I do give different subscribers every single day. So if you ever want to receive something, simply make sure you subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on, and then comment your Epic Games ID down below and let me know what you'd like to receive, so perhaps you could be gifted like this on screen in front of hundreds of thousands of eyes to see in the next video. But with that said, now enough messing around, let's dive into all these collabs that could even be coming this season, so make sure of course you don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm not, I'm sitting on my
Don't
back.
go anywhere.
Okay, so to start out with, as you guys may or may not know, one of the weirdest collaborations we've seen recently being introduced to the item shop is Fortnite X Pac-Man. Initially, when this was leaked from data miners, people projected that we would be seeing Pac-Man as a skin, even though it literally doesn't make sense based off the size and model of the character. However, upon it arriving in the item shop, being in the form of 8-bit back blings and also this emote that we can use where it basically looks like we're playing Pac-Man, and despite this collaboration of course already happening, you may be wondering why am I mentioning this? Well, according to FNBR Intel, there's going to be another collaboration happening with the same owners of Pac-Man, but with a game called Galaxian, which is this 8-bit looking thing that he's attached an image of in the tweet, which kind of gives me vibes or memories of the minigame we could play in Chapter 1 going into Chapter 2 end event. Who remembers this? Let me know down below in the comments. I'm not saying we're going to get a minigame of Galaxian, although it would be really cool as a kind of Easter egg in the lobby. However, also as FNBR Intel does state, we can expect similar cosmetics like the Pac-Man collab being an emote and an editable back bling, which for the case of back blings anyways could be these 8-bit icons just like we saw again for Pac-Man. Moving on to our second collaboration that we're going to be discussing, this is actually the second time Stranger Things, believe it or not, is going to be integrated into Fortnite. Coming from FNBR Intel again, as you can see, he states there's currently an encrypted set called Waffle Warrior, and in the series the character 11 only eats waffles. Could be a stretch, but if it is a Stranger Things collab, we will see the skins on July 1st with the Season 4 Volume 2 releasing. Of course, this is referencing the show and what's recently came out being Season 4, and it's in 2 parts, so we're going to be seeing Volume 2 of that release on July 1st. And considering we've seen these portals implemented into the Mega Mall and other areas in Chapter 1 Season 9 for an initial Stranger Things collaboration alongside other Stranger Things skins, it's more than likely not only both of these things return, but again we get different Stranger Things based skins rotate throughout the item shop, such as an 11 skin and perhaps more characters. Collaboration number 3 actually ties to something already collaborated onto the island from another franchise right now, being Darth Vader from Star Wars, as for those that don't know, in the franchise Luke Skywalker is his son. Of course, until Vader's death they're on different sides, with Vader being a Sith and Luke Skywalker being a Jedi. So based off what FNBR Intel states about him here, in the latest updated news / updated lightsaber got added for him with the codename NPC, so his NPC could work similar to how the Darth Vader one currently does. Does this not only mean we're going to be seeing him rotate throughout the item shop obviously, but as another mythic boss in game which people are going to try and bring together and fight it out in Fortnite just like they did in some of the previous Star Wars films? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Moving on to collaboration number 4, but transitioning into another huge franchise, the Marvel Universe, that we know is a large forefront of this season, whether it's in the background portrayed through the Fortnite X Marvel Zero War comics or through the new skins that they've been adding, such as Spider-Man Zero, into the item shop because of this. For those that have forgotten, considering the hype surrounding Miles Morales has died down by now, believe it or not, last season when Prowler was an NPC on the map or a forefront of Fortnite's recent updates. As you can see, Sheena tweeted out back then, once going over to Prowler, one of his voice lines references something that he says to Miles Morales, as he is Miles Morales' uncle. Of course, this in itself subtly teased or implied that Miles Morales would be coming to Fortnite as a skin at some point. Whether or not we get him in the traditional form or what it shows as on the Fortnite X Marvel Zero War comics, I guess we're yet to know. But speaking of these comic books, another collaboration that's also been teased right here, as you can see, Mary Jane is fighting this character being Spider-Gwen. The only thing we know about this character coming to Fortnite as of now is the form that it's not coming in, as we already know all of the free rewards attached to each code or issue of the Fortnite X Marvel Zero War comics on screen right now. But it's safe to say, especially if Miles Morales does rotate throughout the item shop at some point even this season, she will come along with him as his female counterpart, perhaps looking like this as you're seeing in a concept form. Moving on to our next collaborations, however, However, this is where things start to get interesting in terms of free rewards and entire events surrounding them. Of course, for those that don't know, as of recently, more artists have been making an appearance throughout Fortnite, especially in the Soundwave series through Creative. Of course, at the same time though, this doesn't disregard megastars making an appearance throughout their own designated event, even on the Fortnite Battle Royale island, such as Marshmello, Travis Scott or Ariana Grande that's happened. And with this said, you may be wondering who I'm referring to, as nobody's really talking about this anymore, considering time has passed since the hype was initially around it, being Fortnite X Billie Eilish. I still do believe this is definitely coming to the game at some point, considering Donald Mustard did tweet out that he was at a Billie Eilish concert, his first concert with his daughter anyways, or her first concert. And of course, as you guys may or may not know, Donald Mustard loves to subliminally tease things that are actually happening in his life, but to do with Fortnite way in advance. And considering these concerts take some time to negotiate, it's more than safe to say at some point, whether it's this year or next, we could, or most likely will be seeing a Billie Eilish concert in Fortnite, meaning she not only comes to the game as a skin in the item shop that we can buy, but has free rewards surrounding her for attending her concert or completing limited time quests. The next collab this same format applies to, but on a more hyped up or talked about scale as of right now, as I'm sure you've all been seeing about Fortnite X Juice WRLD. It's been publicly known for quite some time now that Juice WRLD's manager, or ex-manager should I say, before his passing, rest in peace of course, has been contacting or talking with Epic Games about collaborating Juice into Fortnite. And as I previously mentioned, despite these things taking a long time to negotiate or iron out in terms of the legalities and actually having Epic Games get a full concert ready, what makes me believe that Juice WRLD will be coming to Fortnite perhaps as a skin looking like this, which is a concept before Billie Eilish and her concert itself, is because of what he says, Pete, Juice WRLD's manager, right here in the following clip.
Fortnite. If I say anything about Fortnite, I'm gonna get in trouble again.
Hey, is the Juice and Fortnite collab coming?
I can't say anything because I'm gonna get in trouble with Fortnite if I say anything, so.
The fact that he's not allowed to say anything about his ex-talent, of course, that he previously managed when he was alive, this only further implies that he signed an NDA, being a non-disclosure agreement, to not talk about anything Fortnite X Juice WRLD related, as it will be happening. Think about it, he wouldn't be legally obligated to not talk about it if nothing was happening. And all I'm saying is, when this does happen right now, because I'm so confident it will, the internet will literally break. As you can see, Trimix in the background has not only made already a Juice WRLD concept for a skin, another style that could come along with the skin, but also an emote of him riding his dirt bike. Even despite this being an insane creation, what if I told you the dude literally announced over on Twitter he's making an entire concert surrounding Juice WRLD? And based off the progress pics so far and how far he is through, nearly halfway, it already looks insane, and I can't wait for him to release this video. Speaking of things I can't wait for, however, and what the community has been wanting for so long now after it being teased right in front of our eyes in the files from this in Chapter 2 Season 5. If it wasn't already obvious enough from what I'm referring to, this of course being Fortnite X Family Guy. I think we can all agree that we all want to see a Peter Griffin skin, perhaps even looking like this, that somebody managed to pull onto a private server early, but obviously on the Chapter 3 island now, and perhaps even a bundle surrounding him with other Family Guy based cosmetics. Well, believe it or not, it looks like this could be happening perhaps even this season, as when Darth Vader and Indiana Jones were leaked that have came this season for the Chapter 3 Season 3 folders, there was also near it a Family Guy folder. This only means that Epic Games are still thinking about it, despite scrapping it entirely, which they do with some pieces of content. However, at the same time though, we do have a mini collaboration or tease pointing toward a Family Guy reference in game right now, kinda like what we had with the It Chapter 2 collaboration on the Chapter 1 island, which I hope isn't the case for Family Guy. As currently at Greasy Grove, you can see this bathtub kinda hanging out of a broken house, which resembles this iconic scene, or repeated scenes anyways, of Cleveland's house getting blown up in some way, shape or form and him falling out onto the ground in a bathtub with it smashing. So after all this anticipation and all this time of Family Guy being integrated into Fortnite with perhaps cosmetics rotating throughout the item shop, again, hopefully we're not as disappointed or led on as we were with the It Chapter 2 collaboration being a tiny balloon map change above a drain. As for the moment you've all been waiting for in today's video, however, there's a huge list of collaborations that Sheena has revealed that Fortnite have put in survey form, asking us what we'd like to be seeing upcoming. As you can see on here, there is Pokemon. Despite going over literally all the others, the reason I've decided to target Pokemon is because obviously it fits the age demographic, and people have talked about this in the past. As Fortnite has innovated, adding wildlife around the island that we can now ride and such, and even bosses that we can destroy in game. I mean, we've literally had these giant dragon-like creatures, Clombos, although they're now currently vaulted but will be returning, I'm guessing, at some point. It's not entirely possible considering Pokemon is the biggest media franchise of all time, literally bigger than Star Wars and Marvel, that at some point Epic Games strike a deal with Pokemon to actually have them integrated into Fortnite somehow, whether it's through the form of cosmetics, whether we earn those cosmetics in a limited time mode based off some limited time map changes implemented, or even the most likely possibility considering creatives becoming more so popular with Epic Games and challenges or free rewards that we can earn like for this summer currently. Someone could simply make an island and then have a creative designated event surrounding this Pokemon themed creative island. Don't get me wrong, it would be cool to fly around on a Charizard over the Fortnite island, whether it is for a limited time or not, and perhaps even earn our very own Pikachu pet back bling. If you want to see this too, make sure to leave a like in the video down below and subscribe to the channel with all notifications now so you don't miss any future uploads. And speaking of other uploads, make sure to interact with anything on screen right now, I don't mind, but most importantly, hopefully I can catch you guys in the very next video I post on the channel.